Alright, live. Session 36. Perhaps the last session if you guys want to fucking steamroll everything.
Jesus.
Who knows what you guys are doing today.
That'll surprise me. I think we have like 2 or 3 to go.
We'll see.
Well, depends how quick you guys want to do
Speedrun.
shit. Speedrun, yeah.
I'm gonna unleash the speedrun strats.
We have to actually just teleport.
I think last time you guys ended... I don't remember where you guys ended exactly, because you were visiting your tribe, and then some people were back in the dwarves. And I think you guys regrouped somewhere? Don't remember where you regrouped.
I think I got picked back up. We went back and talked a little bit in the Elven settlement.
Okay, so you
Sort
guys...
of like...
Yeah, your group token I did leave on the Elven place, but I don't know if I left it accurately. So I guess
Yeah, no, I think that's correct.
you guys are
Yeah, and the
chilling
plan
at the
was
elves. And let's join the group there to decide what the plan is. What are you guys doing? As I find my elven music.
I think the plan was to basically go back to my home. Basically be there for about a month to sort of prepare. And then war.
And then
That's cool.
war.
What is it good for?
Well, the Void Dragon
Absolutely
overstepped.
Nothing.
It's revenge more than war. It's a revenge war.
Alright, so you guys are chatting about this, and you guys... you all agree you're gonna go chill in the Frosty Peaks for a month?
I think
do
so,
some
yeah.
retraining?
I mean, I'll probably want to do retraining, but if anyone has money that they want to spend, I can tattoo your asses or do some other shit to spend my time.
Sadly, all my money is being spent on retraining.
Alright. Just give me that D100, easy teleport back to a place you've seen casually.
Well, basically she's seen more because she has my memory of the place.
Alive.
Yeah, she's casually seen your memory of the place.
True.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think high is bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's high.
Boom. You guys all hold hands, sing kumbaya, and in a second you're in a safe little area you probably designate as your teleport spot, right at the edge of the camp here. They knew you guys would probably give them a forewarning you were teleporting in, so no one's like shocked and stuff. You guys, I mean, they could set up tents for you. I don't know like what your plan is for the month to stay here. Do you want them to set up tents for you? Did you guys bring anything with you? You could retroactively say you bought things, or...
I mean, we have our own tents.
Oh, okay.
At least the girls have their own tents.
Yes.
Okay.
And you got your house, I guess. Or something.
I have my tent. Oh, well.
All right.
Well, here in this place, you probably have some sort of a house or something.
Well, so remember that the whole camp kind of moved backwards. What Homer might have had might be gone.
It didn't seem like the camp itself moved backwards.
No, yeah, that's correct. So what, just to refresh us, so maybe I didn't describe it correctly. So what happened is, like, your camp would be along the mountain, and they have been attacked, so, like, part of it has been destroyed, and they haven't repopulated that area that's been destroyed, so I guess you could say they retreated further into their own settlement and more, so there's more densely populated in this area now. So I don't know where your specific dwelling would have been, and it's up to you if you were more closer. Okay, so then yours is probably fine then, intact here near the more center.
Okay, yeah, then I misunderstood. I thought like it was kind of the whole settlement was sort of bashed and it was just moved back.
Well, yeah, the inner settlement was attacked as well, but it's still standing. So yeah, some things were like destroyed a bit, but like mostly intact.
My plan is just train. And other than that, then it's talk with my father about basically what the plan is.
Is anyone else doing any retraining or anything during this month that you want to highlight? Or any purchases, or...
Does anyone need my help in money related, or in spending money?
Not my own.
I'm kind of looking at a catalog of things to see what I want, if anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good. Because if it is something that would go into a slot that is already occupied and you really want it, but you also want to keep what you have, then I am your gal with the tattoo powers.
But then you would have to like shave the area.
Nah,
It's just painted.
I just paint the fur.
It's just double the cost, but then halved again.
Yep.
So basically, just be normal. The normal craft? No, wait.
Yep. Just like standard price.
Yeah, not the standard crafting price, right?
Nope,
Or is it the
not the standard crafting price. Just the
Yeah,
standard
just-
price.
But yeah, you can start your retraining, and we can just kind of cover some of the highlights here. What is everyone else doing who's not retraining? You're in game, like out of character. Obviously, you're looking at things to buy or whatever. But like in character, what would your character be doing for this month if you're not retraining?
That's a great question. Well, I'm actually a little bit broke. So, you know, I guess I would maybe Atahia wants to open the tattoo and piercing shop with me, and we're just gonna be like, "Hey giants, anyone need some magical piercings and tattoos? Come right here, come right here."
Alright, let's see.
Don't know how much money we have as a tribe, considering again we're fucking isolated.
Yeah, I mean they have their own treasures and stuff. Let's see how much.
True, we don't probably have liquid currency, but like we probably have shit to trade for. That's for sure. That is how it deals with the nomad tribe. Money for us doesn't really mean much.
Is there any sort of like religious center with the tribe?
Yeah, maybe Christian, you fill in that lore of your tribe. Are they religious or not?
Heavy, no. Oh, there are some of us that sort of like we kind of follow certain teachings of. I need to remember. Tencel is the one of war, and Pelosis is
Protection.
yeah. Basically more towards Tencel. I was the one that sort of was went for Pelosis, because I wanted to protect my home. But we are. End of the day, we are a sort of punching walling tribe. We just keep to ourselves. That is usually the thing. So if you want to basically say who controls the south of this area, it would be us. And people usually just mean, sure, you don't go into this area, you don't want to mess with the giants. Makes sense. So we are followers of Tencel. Now, does that mean like we go and pray to Tencel every single day? No. But we do believe like in following of Tencel and, you know, asking for glory when we go to actually probably fight.
I
Not
was
that that
more
is happening quite a while.
so you guys don't have anything like a holy house or anything. I was thinking of like maybe Megumi
No.
would like. Okay, so I think then that Megumi might spend the time like, you know, going around to the various people in the tribe if there's someone that's hurt or sick and healing them. You know, just kind of maybe spend her time volunteering to help. You know,
Sure.
if there's a need.
Yeah, there is a need for it. They're in the midst of some active skirmishes, and people come back injured every once in a while, and that's great if you can do some healing. In terms of setting up your little tattoo hut and whatever you're doing, like we were saying, they don't have actual like money coin, but they would give you your choice of either this or this. So the first so choice 1 and 2, and then aside from that, they like in addition to your choice from those two, they would offer this. And
I guess the important thing is, John, what is the ring? Of which color quality is it?
Sonic.
Okay, and it's resist greater?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the second choice would be between that I linked and a +1 arrow deflection light wooden shield.
Nice.
And then the third thing that they would also give you is this. So they would give you a choice of the first two. And then the second one is a choice between the +1 shield and the stone familiar. And then the third thing is just like a thing they'll give. So those three things to let you operate this thing, and them freely getting tattoos from you throughout the month is what they'll exchange.
Yeah. Well, technically, right. Making the tattoos costs money, right?
Right. So they would. Right. So we'll kind of like hand wave that like.
Okay, good.
There's like a consumption of money that you're using, and then you're like getting these items in exchange or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas we provide the materials as well as this, or something like that, right? Like
Something
perfect.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, that works out. That works out then. Well, Whitney, you got any preferences among the choices?
The ring is extremely specific, but insanely good if applied.
Yeah, and I'll just reiterate, I think all of you know my style. Like, this isn't like a hint like, there's gonna be sonic damage coming up. It's just like, this is a random item that they have that they're like offering you that may come up or not. It has no relevance or no hints or anything like that. I'm just to make sure you're like, oh shit, this is like a... Just like...
Yeah, no, we know you
meta.
all random shit and just like, oh, cool thing, or like, hey, this here is a feather that tickles people really well.
I just want to make sure that's clear, so you don't like get suckered into picking something for a different reason. But yeah.
Sonic damage is also like an extremely rare type of damage.
Yeah. I've also... One of the few TPKs that happened was to sonic damage, so...
Nice.
Does the stone familiar have any spells stored in it? Or is it empty?
Jesus, it can have up to 500 levels of spells in it?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess roll me D500 plus 30. Okay, 210 of spells in it. Let's see. I'll get you... Yeah, so you are a witch, right? So you can identify the spells within it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll get you a list of spells in a minute.
Okay, so if it does have spells in it, then I would say that I think between that or the shield that I would like that. As for the first two, I don't really have a strong preference on those two, and you should decide there what you think.
Yeah. I mean, is anyone still has a ring slot open that they would put this energy protection into? Because if yes, then I say we take that.
I mean, technically.
Well, okay, technically. What ring are you wearing there?
Sustenance.
Oh yeah, sure then.
So I mean, yes, technically I have an open ring slot if I just say I need to eat now.
Yeah. You get to eat now. There you go.
I was just like, Oh, good, we can poison him. Oh wait, we're not conspiring to kill Christian again.
Jesus.
Ring of Resistance when it is Greater Ring of Sonic. Yes, Greater Ring of Sonic. And then I will take off the sustenance.
Then I guess I put the Staff of the Master on my character sheet.
Okay.
Just remember, I basically just have, I just have 30 resistance to sonic damage always. Cool.
Yep.
So energy resistance,
Now you can scream in your ears.
30.
if you want.
Sonic, update.
I can just I can just imagine the mountain now having permanent tinnitus, and everything sounds muffled to him.
True.
Damn, I'm a level away from having 2 more DR. I will minus 20,900 gold.
Oh my god, why did I pick this item?
I mean, technically, then, if it's randomly generated, it cannot come with spells.
Well, it's randomly generated, but it's an item that they have that from
Yeah, I
someone,
know. So that is technically.
That's why I asked, because it was like, yes, if it was like randomly generated, we found out in the wild, it would have no spells, but it's literally been in the hands of people who may have had the ability to put spells in it.
Yeah.
It's okay, this will just take me a minute. RP amongst yourselves. Or does anyone have any questions, or what else you're doing during this time?
Did we decide that I could do the thing where I wanted to, like,
This is
I was gonna... What?
Just ignore me.
Okay. No, the gem thing that I made, I wanted to, like, slowly...
Oh, build up tolerance to it? What exactly, you want to build up tolerance to him bothering you, or what was the thing?
No,
again? Sorry.
tolerance because it has the,
Radiation.
radioactive whatever.
Right, and then,
stuff
sorry, how
in
did
it.
you want to deal with him, like, constantly trying to talk to you?
I think we decided that it... Can he still constantly try to talk to me with,
So in the bag, he is trying to do sending, and it has the chance of failing. While outside of the bag, he can just constantly send.
Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I have... If my brain could just, like, function. Oh, mind shielding?
That's right, okay. And you have that on constantly?
Yeah, because it's a tattoo that I got from Leyland.
Face.
Alright, yeah, you can ignore him outside the bag.
I mean, I don't mind if he gets through
It'll be like
a
every
little
once in a
bit.
while. Yeah, it won't be like constant,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna...
Yeah, because, like, I don't really give a fuck, and I don't care if he, like, gets through a little bit. I'm just gonna be like, bro, I literally don't care. Shut up. Like,
You're not gonna find out the missing memory of the pure paladin.
no, I'm not. I'm
Go
not,
fuck yourself, paladin.
I'm not giving in to his whatever. Sure, something probably, the paladin probably did something, but whatever.
You
It's
don't
not
give
my
a fuck.
concern anymore.
That ain't your
But yeah, it was mostly
problem.
just because I wanted to turn it into like a pseudo, I don't know, like necklace that isn't like taking up like my necklace magical slot. I just wanted to be able to turn it like to like keep it on me to like sort of protect it and make sure it doesn't get broken. And so I just wanted to be able to withstand the effects of their yucky
Actually, one thing I
material.
will do, John, I'll hand the very nice deer hide that I have to my father. He
He's like,
decided to do
"Oh, you made me an ear warmer. That's so nice."
What did you want to do with it?
I'm gonna give it to him.
Just, okay,
Sort of
just as
a
a
present.
gift.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll go over well.
Notice me, Father.
Well,
Praise
he's already
me,
noticed me
Daddy.
more than he has the most years. He gave me a hug and said he was glad to see me, which is weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said, I'm adopted, not his official son.
I
But-
also have another question about the staff.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a little weird because the magic item calls out that like these staffs come in 8 different varieties, and this particular staff, as in like the one they're doing, is for the School of Necromancy. Apparently, like one of these kinds of staves is supposed to exist for every school of magic, but they only created in the Pathfinder rules. They only created the necromancy one. It's like, take this as an example. This is how it could look. So I think this magic item is technically only some sort of a template.
True, it is.
But
so yeah, you can roll a d8 to see what school of magic you get then.
Yeah, I mean, if we wanna just take it as is, it's not then we don't have extra work for you. But
Well, I mean,
Well,
then
I'm
it's
putting the work on you.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, it's just
okay.
Felix. You pick a first level, second level, and third level spell.
all right, D2, the 2.
You want to just do an order of the schools, John?
Alright, you got a conjuration staff.
Love that.
I'll let you as Christian said.
You know what?
What
What just feels fitting there? Summon monster 1, 2, and 3.
No. I'll let
I
you
don't
pick
think I
the
want-
spells that are on
All right.
as long as they're the appropriate spell levels.
Yeah, first, second, and third.
While I finish making this fucking familiar.
Yeah, must just be wizard spells. That
Yup.
seems to be the common denominator.
This one would be in here. How many levels am I at? How much did you get? 210? Okay, we're almost there.
10.
I now have 170 health without any buffs.
Jesus, you're a fucking rage
And I
boss.
die at... I actually need to go and remath this just to make sure that I'm fucking still on point. Die hard. Nope.
Oh. Hello.
What happened?
Welcome back.
Oh, just
Yes. Was it disconnected or something, or having computer problems?
No.
Going to me to die. Okay, so it is my con, which is 20. And then I have that. Just 26. Why do I have 20? Good. Okay, so that. And the iron stone I have. Treat my constitution as if it were too higher. For the sake of dying.
Oh my
So-
god, I could put abundant ammunition on the staff, but no.
Ooh.
Doing that.
So 26, 46, 48. Without any buffs, I die at minus 48. So I have an effective HP of 118 currently. Or 218, sorry.
Aren't you fucking cool?
Yeah, that's like... It's like a round of damage.
A round of damage.
Well, from a big dragon, yes. If it hits me with everything.
Don't underestimate
Hi.
that plus 57.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
You okay? What happened?
I don't know. It just like cut me off, and it took forever for me to be able to get back in. It was just stuck at connecting.
Weird.
American
We might
internet.
have to change the server region.
Do I have to do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should I do
You
that?
can usually right-click on the voice channel, I think.
Well, we're okay right now, or should I change it?
I'm okay right now, so
Yeah,
I
if
guess
it comes up
maybe,
again.
yeah.
Alright, we got your spell list here, Whitney.
Yay!
210 worth of levels.
Let's go.
And you can learn spells from it if you don't know it. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, how best do I send this to you?
I don't know.
Discord. Probably. See if I get everybody.
Yeah, so how does this work? Can you, like, learn these, or how does this, like...
I think so.
I think that is the idea with it, that you can
'Cause
learn
it
spells.
says a witch can use the stone familiar to teach her living familiar any spells stored in it, and vice versa. A witch who identifies a stone familiar immediately knows what spells are stored inside. Yeah, so I think it's just like any spells in it, I can teach my familiar, and I can also put
Spells it knows.
spells
into it.
I know into it if I want to.
Okay.
Not what your familiar knows.
Well, yeah, but
What you
that's
know is
what
what
I
you're
know
familiar.
because they're all stored.
Oh,
in
but
my
those are exactly
familiar,
what
yeah.
you knows. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
I did
what-
this pretty quickly, so some of the spell numbers might be wrong, and if that total doesn't add up to 210 anymore because of that, it's too bad, whatever. that's the number of spells
That's
that are
above it. Also too bad.
But yeah,
Your
so-
comment.
What's the comment? Fuck this shit, I ain't doing it again.
No.
No, it's just like a callback to one of his old characters in a game.
So. Let's see. So if I have player.
Alright, you're no
Let's-
longer with the elves. Let's get some giant music.
What the fuck?
Small music's okay too.
Whip of ants?
So with everything on me, John. I die like. I have like 250 effective health. And 47 AC.
Wait, how much AC?
47?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
How is that legal?
Which is 10 above expected at this point.
Ha!
It's legal.
Oh no. I would expect you to have only 37 HP. It's anyway.
I did also.
And I mean-
Oh,
Well, the thing
yeah,
is,
shit.
what the expected means, right? That's not what the game expects you to have.
No, that
at
is,
this
yeah,
level.
with me bench, like, basically just, like, going full on in
No.
on this shit.
No. What the? Do you know what this bench pressing expected value means?
Yes, but, like, if I remember right, the best what's on some is, like, it is... If you build your character around, like, hitting this number, basically, like, min-maxing the shit out of it.
Kind
Well,
of. I
Let me say
believe
my
it's-
understanding first, just in case I'm wrong.
Yeah.
What I understand it to be is when they're saying that, it's like to make you have the optimal outcome. So most monsters will miss you. If it's for your saves, you'll pass most saves at that CR kind of thing. Is what it's telling you. Is what I think it's supposed to do. So-
Yeah. I understand it in a similar way.
And I think if you're doing off one of the character sheet, that's not even like the min-max one. That's the middle one,
Yeah.
the green one.
Yeah.
True.
The blue one is the one that's like, oh, you're gonna like 99% of the time nothing will touch you, which I'm pretty sure 40 AC will do that.
Yes, because that is usually where it's like, you don't hit me until you crit me.
Yeah. Well, that's why I have to fucking juice the CRs of this shit.
Well, it
Have
doesn't
them have
matter.
a chance. Yeah, it
Don't
doesn't
worry,
matter.
I can just use touch attacks against them.
True.
Yeah, but that's kind of a little bit of a. At least it's hitting near 22.
That's cool. That means
No thanks, will still touch me.
That means I only miss you on a nat 1.
Nice.
Ooh, shit.
I mean, yeah, like touch is just like the way to rock.
Yeah. It really is.
This is why I also just need to have a large HP pool.
Mm.
So yeah, you're doing this retraining during this month. You guys are doing some tattoos, learning spells and the familiar, going around healing people, doing some good stuff. What's your like game plan after this month? Are you just marching forward, or
Well, but
what?
basically that was just like, so when I'm not training, I'm talking with my father and his advisors about like what is the plan for this.
Well, their plan is just to survive. They don't have a plan to like attack them. Like, what do you mean?
I thought legitimately that's actually what we talked about at one point, was like we were going to attack them. That's why we asked the dwarves to sort of provoke from the other side.
Yeah, that's like if the attacks don't stop or whatever. Like they'll have no choice but to do something.
Ah,
But the dwarves, like trying to set that up will take longer than a month. Like,
true.
so like
Well.
that's what I mean. Like the month will pass and they're just like holding out until they broker something with the dwarves to figure out something. So I don't know if you like want to push for that to say like, okay, we should attack now.
Oh yeah. Gangs
whatever.
boys.
Well,
Ask
roll
the dwarves
call,
to launch some sort of offensive from the north. Like, what do you want them to do? More so, like, just to step back into a meta commentary. Like, I'm not gonna like decide for you how you want to approach it.
Yeah.
So like, they're
That's
just like you're gonna ask their advisors, and they're just gonna be like in real life, in this more realism, they probably would have like a setup and whatever. But I don't want to give you like a plan of theirs. Like, they'll let you know that they are planning something, but it's gonna take months to happen. So if you want to act now, they'll defer to what you want and how they can aid you if you think you can do this sooner.
Leyland, you're the smart one.
Okay, so there's a couple things here. First of all, so the goal is big dragon.
Yes, with my hammer fluid set.
Yeah, so I'll just say at some point, all of you around this like map they have of the area, and you're with their like some of these advisors. And when you say like you're talking about the dragon, and they go, which one?
I would say big void mom.
And how do you plan to deal with the other ones?
What other ones?
I'd gotten fucking offsprings while I've been gone.
No, there are several dragons that work under him. I don't know if it's a girl or guy.
Well, the whole.
Do you even know anything about this area? Should we explain what we know to you to help you?
Probably.
I would love that.
Because, we're going off what this big man told us, and apparently he doesn't have all the info. So why don't you
About
guys just
15
explain?
years since I was kidnapped and told
Yes,
to
we
sorry.
haven't. It's only recently we've had to get these reports because we haven't messed with them in so long. But they unroll this map and they have like these markers of crude drawings of creatures they've encountered, and they'll describe them to you. They'll let you know that in the woods, as they've kind of ventured in like skirmishes to try to push them back, they found these types of creatures in the gates to get into this area.
Well, shut Cthulhu.
So there's like these demon-y, purpley creatures. So they start off saying like they've clearly come from the void plane, the extraplanar planes. They aren't native to this land. They say there's like these undead zombies that are not normal zombies. They're like void-touched zombies, if you will. And they let you know that their clerics had hard times healing while in this area. There's like this purple miasma of smoke. It didn't like hurt them, but they let you know that they kind of point to mountain and say, you probably noticed that our kind are resilient to these sort of effects. So maybe there's something that it happens to not lesser creatures, but lesser fortuitous people. But we had no issues in the smoke except for our clerics. When they tried to cast healing spells, they could still do it sometimes, but sometimes their magic would fizzle if they weren't concentrating properly enough.
Was it specifically just
as-
healing or any magic of the holiness?
No,
As
it was.
he's saying that, can I do like a? Would this be like a planar check to know exactly like this
Sure. I'll
miasma
give you
he's
that.
probably talking about?
And then when
Did you
Mountain
need
asks that,
help?
they'll say they confirm that they don't have many mages, but they'll notice the mages had no issue except for if. Well, let me read the miasma real quick to make sure I'm not bullshitting. Because I do that a lot, you know?
It's probably more we have witches and mages. Which is why we have the fucking stone thing, right?
I mean, if it's holy oriented issues, then that could fuck up
miasma-
Megumi. So.
Yeah, the miasma void energies also interfere with wielding positive energy. Any creature attempting to use positive energy in this area must, such as channel energy, lay on hands, or any spell with the healing descriptor, must make a concentration check. If it fails, the effect is blocked, consuming one of this ability or spell slot. So that specifically calls out supernatural abilities as well. So anything with like healing, you'll have to concentrate on it, or it will.
Okay,
So
I
that
rolled
also-
a 43 for my
Ooh.
planar check. What I'm wanting to know is I'm trying to figure out if this is a effect that can be countered in some way, such as if we made sure Megumi had like a life bubble or something around her, would that
Yeah, so-
prevent it? Or
You can figure out. Actually, I want a combo check from Megumi. I need either a religion or a heal check, something to aid in this this
Oh my
knowledge.
god, guys, can I help
Yeah.
too?
Sure.
Nice.
Let's
What-
get the
what-
let's get the
what sort
team.
of check
The
are we
mountain
using?
can also help.
Let's go. All right. What sort of check do I want to
Use magic.
You know what? Using magic sounds cool.
Yeah. Oh, that was Atihi again.
I will use.
toss in and I roll
Yeah.
horribly.
Yeah, you
You know
guys are
what?
like pulling from your
Spell
knowledges to figure
There you
this
go.
out. Holy shit. Yeah, with the combination of everyone putting their heads together, and Mountain is helping too, you can figure out from the sounds of it, it's hard to like without experiment, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like if you were to consecrate would probably counter this effect. So if you've had an area, you consecrate it, it'll probably clear the area temporarily, permanently, maybe, I don't know. But it sounds like a consecrate spell would negate this effect.
Or something then that is
Or something similar.
consecrated in on itself. Because you can permanently consecrate an item and then it carries the aura, doesn't it?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I've never heard of
Hang
that.
on, I'm looking up my consecrate.
There's something special about consecrate.
But
I
yeah,
know
they let
it's
you
special
know.
if there's a like a temple or a religious thing monument in the area of your consecrate.
Oh,
but I
yeah,
don't
man.
know
It's
of
just
doing
the
it on an
campaigns and
item.
all top in these things we manifest them. Not that it's.
Yeah, so they let you know this like it's like a purplish void miasma that's just like clouds of smoke that litter this area that they've seen.
Okay.
At least they've never ventured past the gates of the forest. They only like have seen things of reports from their scouts, from some witches and mages and their of their allies to like have scryed on creatures and seen things. So they've never actually, their physical forces have never passed these gates. So that's what these are, the physical creatures they fought and seen. For these ones, they know them to be some daemons. And is there anything special about them that you know about? They can do spells. They make use of deeper darkness to try to like make it so you can't see them and shit. They do a lot of mind stuff, like nightmare suggestion. Other than that, they just claw you and bite you. Oh, and they try to possess people as well.
Shit, I'm immune to. Cool.
Well, that's good. But yeah, they will try to enter. Oh, I think you guys have fought these things, or someone has. They try to possess you through your shadow. They like try to enter your shadow. I remember you guys fought something like this once. Okay, so those are the main creatures that they've seen and fought in the woods, or in the gating area, that wooded area.
Okay.
This area here, they think it's some sort of prison or barracks or some sort of like they don't know what's in there, but they've seen these 2 dragons that like fly in and out of the top area. They don't know like what kind of dragons they are. They just describe them to you. They clearly think one is a smaller void dragon, so they think it's like some sort of child of the void dragon. This other one is some weird dragon that they don't know what it is, but it looks like to be the same age as the other dragon, like same size. They just know it definitely looks like extra planar. You guys can give me a knowledge arcana to try to like look at the description and like the crude drawing to try and like guess what kind of dragon it would be. Obviously, I'm gonna apply. Yeah, you're not.
Let's
too
talk
sure.
about this one. I actually want
Ooh.
to sit close my eyes and try and get a sense from around the area if I can get a feeling of how many are there. Are there just these 2 and the big one, or are there potentially also more?
Let me.
Because I'm at fucking connected with dragons now after all, right?
Yeah, I think you're way too far away.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Leyland with that check. Is this with your like the mask
With the
thing?
Facebook on, yeah.
The Facebook.
Without
Facebook.
the Facebook, it's -10.
Okay, so you have the
Voice
Facebook. Yeah, this makes sense. So Leyland kind of goes into these like these like books and things, and you can kind of get a sense that it probably is an apocalypse dragon.
That sounds so dang.
Anything special about them? Their typical immunities, spell resistance, that's typical dragon stuff. What's special about Apocalypse Dragon? Their breath weapon is cold, plus a disease. So if you get hit by it, you get infected with a disease unless you save it, obviously.
Is the breath weapon, because almost like most of the dragon breath weapons are like a dex save to dodge them. Is that also the case here? Or sorry, reflex save.
Yeah, my gut is it's probably bow, or it's like if you fail one, then you get the fort save, probably.
Oh.
I'm trying to find the actual answer.
Or but it's just you should take damage in general.
Well, I mean, usually the way that I understand it is usually it says usually if it doesn't say anything, it is the like normal breath weapon rules with a dex save, and if it specifies that you make a different kind of save for the thing, then it is
I
a
see
different
here.
save.
Yeah. Any creature, so it's initially the normal dragon rules for breath weapon, but it says any creature damaged by the dragon's breath weapon must succeed a fortitude save at the same DC, or contract something with no blah 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 with some things. The disease deals something, and so some effect.
So basically, if you save or not, you're making a fort save afterwards. Just don't be in the breath weapon, basically.
Yeah.
Do we know if it's a cone or if it's a line?
Or just, have protections to frost, because then even if you do
That
get
stops
hit
you.
by it, as long as you don't take damage from it, you won't
That
be
also-
affected.
That's true.
But cone or line, do we know?
What was the question, sorry? Oh, it's
Cone or line?
Cone.
All right, gonna have to be right back.
Mhm.
We're leaving. Be back in like a minute.
Yep.
Yep.
And it just has a certain amount of spells that are kind of relevant to all of you.
I see it's you dragon's hearts, I must see.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't think there's anything other special. There's some random specific thing that's not relevant to any of you. It has no wing attacks, but its bite gains the grab ability and can try to like grapple you if it bites you.
Mm-hmm.
Great, and it's... You need to remember the grapple rules. You can grapple something that is one size larger than you, right? Up to?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know they're immune to cold, death effects, disease, and poison, in addition to the normal dragon immunities. And specifically, using Raised Dead, like, has some weird shit. I don't think any of you do Raised Dead stuff, but... I think that's about it. Oh yeah, if you do get grappled, in place of doing constrict damage, it'll expose you to some, like, disease.
It is just like a fucking plague.
Yeah. So yeah, they let you know that they... I'll try to avoid explaining new stuff without Felix here. But yeah, they let you know that they've seen these two dragons flying in and out of this structure and just flying around and doing weird shit.
I'll ask our tribe if there's any way or witches and such could potentially make some potions to fly.
Yeah, you could have easily have bought that stuff too. Or it's a quick trip to the elves to get potions of stuff you need. You got someone who can teleport in between this month every day.
Oh, I don't have money.
Oh, I'm sure your party members have money to cover potions of fly. Or you can sell some of these random things you have that you're not using as a party and get these things.
So you're saying we sneak into Leyland's bag and start pulling...
Yeah.
I think it will be helpful if I can fly if I have to suddenly start fucking fighting dragons in the bloody air.
Do you need to put some points into fly so that you can maneuver better?
Don't think that helps fuck all while on the fly. I think the fly skill technically only matters if I am flying by myself and not magical means. So if I do wings and shit, I think then fly matters.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. But yeah, so aside from the dragons, they noticed that there are reports of these strange creatures on the walls of the structure. A few of them.
Yeah, I noticed them, and I was thinking that Wizards of the Coast might sue the void place here soon.
They are shrouded in a dark cloak, and they're like kind of like featureless humanoid that and the token's not exactly, it's the best I could find. Okay. Featureless humanoid has 4 forearms that each split off at the elbow, and an eye on each of its 8 palms. They have seemed to have been flying around as well. And the only thing that they've seen them do is like they've seen like some like there would have been some report of like some creature like trying to like scale the wall, and they'll just like be at the edge of the wall and they just like shunt their hand down and like a blast of, they couldn't see anything hit the person, but it'll just like junt the person off the wall and they like fall down. That's the only thing they've seen them do. You can try and knowledge the planes based on that to like see if you know what this creature is. What's that? Oh yeah, Facebook would probably have to do it. Or anyone can try, but it'll be very difficult without the Facebook. Yeah. Leyland, you know these to be Lipicas.
Lipicas, these nuts.
They basically what they were describing is they can do force blasts with each of their hands. They could do 4 of them. That does force damage. At will, they can plane shift, use telekinesis.
Dark.
What other relevant things?
Sounds hardcore.
Yeah, they're basically like kineticists of some sort. Each time... Ooh, jeez. So they have this supernatural link with you. Each time you hit them, you must make a will save, very hard will save. And if you fail, for the next minute, whenever you damage them, it'll only take half damage, and the target of the link will take the remaining damage. So they like share damage.
So if I hit them, I have to make a save, and then future attacks I hit them with.
Each time a creature is hit by... Oh, so sorry. Each time they hit you, you have to make a save,
Okay.
and they like try to link to you.
That
And then
makes
if you
more
fail the
sense.
save, you get linked to them, and then next time they get hit, you take half their damage.
Is it a supernatural
that's so
ability?
mean.
Yes,
Is it
it's a
compulsion
supernatural
ability?
ability. Supernatural.
So it doesn't have a compulsion or anything like that, mind affecting attack.
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like a mind-affecting thing.
Yeah.
And sorry, I was mixing it up with this one. So whenever they are hit by a melee or range attack, it can make an attack of opportunity against the creature that attacked it. Just can. The attack of opportunity
Nice.
must come as a slam attack. Blah blah.
So if they can reach them, I'm guessing.
They also have like an innate defensive ability that shifts according to the threat it faces. It gains an insight bonus to its AC equal to something for some round after it's taken damage from a melee or range attack. If damaged by an attack that deals energy damage, it gains immunity to that type of energy for 1 round. Additionally, when a spellcaster successfully casts an offensive spell that penetrates its spell resistance, the spellcaster is also affected by the spell as if it were reflected by spell turning. So don't fuck with these things, is what I'm saying, or what it's
Yeah.
saying.
And don't disintegrate, because you'll die.
So they clearly, it might be a hint of their purpose there, but it seems like there's some sort of like sentry guard or something like that.
They have the
These
mental
sound-
spaces just keep
These
shit
sound
away.
more like a final boss than a sentry guard, but I get it.
Maybe. And then finally, this random purpley Cyclops creature, they have seen walking, patrolling this like mountainous path. It is again some sort of void-touched giant.
Nice.
It has 3 eyes, so it's not a Cyclops. This is the best token I can have. It has a
A
big
Triclops.
Triclops. It has a big third eye in its forehead, but it has no other eyes. And it is like massive. Oh well, actually, it's only huge. Okay. And you can constantly see around it. It has like these like purpley flames that are like coating its skin. Yeah, you can give me knowledge again, planes, to try to figure out what the hell this thing is.
Sure.
Out of curiosity, John, for me, do they all share a type?
Yeah, they all are extraplanar,
Okay, cool.
outsider.
Outsider.
In some manner.
Because I can bane my weapons, it's important for me to know what their type is, and if it's from the undeads to the fucking Cyclops, they're all
Yeah.
outsider. Cool.
Unfortunately, I need 2 more levels until I can bane my weapon. It's very sad.
This is an Oni, a void Oni.
Ooh.
It has abilities to command people. I guess it is relevant for the non-immune to that thing. It gains +4 on this. It has a commanding voice, which helps. It basically just increases its DC against like dominate. It has the ability to dominate. I guess that's its only thing. Charm monster, so it gets like bonuses to that. It may become incorporeal as a swift action, in its like voidy form.
Oh.
In this form, it appeals as a solid black shadow of its true form. It gains incorporeal subtype and all the incorporeal defensive abilities. It may still speak while incorporeal and use its spells.
Great, so it takes half damage from me and still deals full damage out. And it's just being annoying because incorporeal.
It also has a weird, twisted magic missile called a Void Missile. As a swift action, it can launch a bolt of darkness from its third eye. It's Combustion Man. Damage caused by this missile is negative energy damage. It has a range of 180 feet with no increment. So it can't go past 180 feet.
Presto Blasto.
I mean, Sparky Boom Man.
Yeah, and the one important thing that it can do today is literally the Sparky Boom Man attack. It can do the spell Implosion, which basically is a fort save, or like you start imploding on yourself and take damage.
What the fuck?
What other important thing here? It has a Void Trap. When it uses any teleportation effect on itself, including greater teleport and plane shift spell-like abilities, but not its teleport object spell, it can choose to arrive at its destination in void form as a free action. When it does so, it leaves behind a temporary lesser sphere of annihilation in a square of its choice that was part of its space before it teleported. The sphere of annihilation cannot caused to move by other creatures, but the sphere itself moves at a fly speed of 30 feet toward the closest tiny or larger creature on its next turn. If no appropriate creature is within 30 feet, the sphere does not move that round. If the sphere enters a square occupied by a creature, that creature is affected as if by disintegrate spell. Once the sphere damages a creature of this effect, the sphere vanishes. It also vanishes on its own after 24 hours.
This area sounds like ass.
It is a void-infested hellscape.
Literally. Like, fuck.
And then they finally point you to this creature above the volcano. They don't know anything about this creature, they just can see it. From the gates, you can see it. It's like this huge fucking tentacle thing that's just like flying in the air. They have no idea what it is, and there's going to be huge penalties on this if you try to... You can try, but I'm going to set the DC at like very
Fucking
high.
believe in you, Felix. You got this.
I think... Can we say the DC for this is 60?
Well, let me
Basically,
get
that
the
means
actual
Felix
math.
only succeeds on a nat 20.
Exactly.
It would technically be 59, I think, something like that.
Alright, well, that's... Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Not today.
But it is definitely in the colossal size category.
Nice. Well, it seems like to me that there's enough enemies there that we might get 2 levels on the way.
True.
A whole lot of fucking yuck.
Yep, there's a whole lot of fucking horrible things.
You see why we're not ready to take this fight to them for a few months until we have more support.
I'm relatively confident we can each one of those creatures we can take out. However, it very much depends on how many at a time we have to fight.
We're confident that it's the Void Dragon's lair must be that volcano-y area with that random creature above protecting the entrance, likely, or something. That's what we've surmised, but otherwise this is all we know.
No, that makes sense. Well, I have some ideas on how to fight some of these things.
Is there a way that Leyland could tattoo me with something that makes it functionally like a witch's fortune hex that I could use like once a day?
I don't know.
Possibly. Well, we would be creating a magic item that does that. That's what the tattoos are. So let's do some research. Magic item creation.
While you're looking at that, did anyone have any other questions for them, or any other things you guys want to discuss about your plans?
Well, I think it's of vital importance that we take a look at each of these enemies and create some sort of a plan of how we would deal with what, and how we could potentially separate creatures for engaging them separately. Because our main problem would be, I personally think so, that we just get overwhelmed by a number of creatures that just then take us out.
I can only keep so many from you at bay. especially if
Yes.
we're fighting in an open field.
Personally, it sounds like to me, just from the amount of creatures that are there, there's two options that we have. Option number one would be a frontal assault with as many troops as we can muster, with the idea of us conserving our energy for the main fight while troops do the fighting for us. But I think that's not a great option. I think the second option, which would give them more of an idea of what we're doing, but I think overall is preferable, and that is guerrilla warfare, where we go in and we start picking off creatures, creature by creature, squad by squad, and we essentially weaken the forces that way until we feel confident enough that we can assault whatever remains.
Quick question. So, does it seem like this area has become sort of infused with planar energy?
From your description of it, yeah. I would say
What and
that's-
what plane exactly? Shadow plane?
Let me look exactly what the
Void
plane is.
plane.
Yeah, it was calling it the void plane, but I don't think that's a thing. So let me just
Yeah.
double check what. Oh, it does
There's
say he's from
negative
outer void.
energy.
Let me see.
Shadow.
The planes.
It is an actual plane. It is the negative energy plane. I'm reading straight up from
Yeah,
the
but
pamphlet
negative
here.
energy is different than like void,
Yeah,
right?
like
So I'm
the
just
void
trying to
also
get
known
the
as
technical
negative energy,
exact.
entry half, the nothing, the final end. So yeah, like the void plane is actual. So I guess negative energy maybe fit.
I mean, negative energy also is a lot of like undead stuff, and these aren't undead, so it could be shadow. Ethereal.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah.
Just grab more in 2e. Such thing.
Yeah, it would be the negative energy plane.
Okay.
So yeah, just because they have a part here, living creatures who survive on the negative energy plane eventually become acclimated, but not unchanged. They live on as void ravaged creatures. So that's where they're like not undead, but they're like void creatures, is because of that. But some are undead, as those zombies are. Yeah.
Also like that another name for John is the final end.
True.
Entropy's heart. But funny enough, it's more of it comes from 2nd edition, the void plane.
Well, so from my research, it sounds like there is an item that would grant a witch hex, but it is a different one. It is the Cackling Hag's Blouse, which has some effects. One of them is if the wearer is a witch, she gains the Cackle Hex. Now, I'm unsure. Wait, actually, what does the hex even do that you want to do?
Basically gives advantage.
It
Oh,
allows you to
is there a spell
re-roll.
for that as well?
Maybe, I don't remember. I just know
I'm
that.
checking.
Not a question, but what are the chances the Flame Emperor will fucking intervene while we're doing this shit? How badly does he want me dead?
Is that an actual question to me, or are you just thinking out loud?
You can't tell me shit, John.
Well, I can tell you that you would know red dragons are quite arrogant. Perhaps if they heard you were venturing into this void-ravaged area, perhaps they think you're taking care of the problem for yourself.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They don't expect me to survive. Because I'll admit, there's a part of me I want to fucking go challenge the red.
But why?
He wants to level up before going to the void.
Well, I get that. I get that mechanically,
no.
right?
Actually, John, it's because I want to eat this fucking hard.
Jesus.
You haven't learned.
I mean,
you
I'm
have not learned your lesson.
What, the werewolf's not gonna drink anything?
Yeah. But you are.
I'm
Yes.
okay.
Go ahead, Jess. Sorry, I thought you froze.
I did
Oh.
freeze. I was like, not again.
Wait, how'd you
but
do
yeah.
that? You just did it again. It's like you planned it.
I
Yeah,
couldn't, I
okay.
swear. But anyway, no, I was saying I'm okay with challenging the red because he already threatened me, so you
True.
know I need to stand my ground.
This is stand your ground country. Castle doctrine.
Alright, so...
Plus, it feels like an inevitable thing I'll have to fight the red.
I don't know that Atahia would be down with fighting the red.
I mean, we do really want to talk to one point about asking your boyfriend if he was up for basically becoming the head.
Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I just feel like it feels weird if we're like, yes, there's this thing we're trying to do, but also this other guy threatened us, so let's just go kill him real quick, you know?
It's not that way. He should have said, "I will eat your friend."
Yeah, I know, but still.
So, like, also
can-
this would basically be like making sure that he doesn't potentially intervene while we are trying to do this.
I think we know that it's highly unlikely he would intervene while we're trying to do this because he thinks this is a suicide mission anyways. And why would he waste his time entering another dragon's territory to seek us out and kill us when we're likely, in his opinion, to just end up dying in the process anyways?
Yeah.
And bonus fun fact, if we managed to do this, I probably would go a long way towards convincing him not to fuck with us.
True.
No, I feel like he still want to fucking kill me just because I'm an abomination for him.
Oh yeah, sorry.
He-
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine.
I just want to also mention, like, I don't want to present this as like these are the only things here. This is
I'm
like
aware.
what they've encountered and what they've seen.
Yeah.
So there are like they haven't ventured, like I said, past the woods and the gate. So these are just like the big creatures that they've, as I said, like they've happened to scry upon, or they've seen in passing through other means because they're like huge, big creatures. So there are possible like smaller creatures that are in the area. AKA, there's a random encounter table that if you venture in this area, that you will run into things. I just want to make sure that was clear. So there's not like a random thing. You're like, what? They didn't tell us about this. But you can expect that it's similar type creatures. Undead, planar sort of thing.
Yeah, it will be shit that is from the void.
Probably.
Here's a griffin.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect... That would be very strange. You wouldn't expect normal creatures here. With Leyland's knowledge, too... Well, I guess everyone's knowledge of the negative... That's basic knowledge. There's an encounter table in the plane section. So I think you guys would... You would have knowledge that those things could be there. And then Leyland might also... Or anyone might remember that you guys fucked with the god of death. And there's a lot of creatures on that care
Not
about
us.
death on that... Well, the party fucked with death. So perhaps there may be some creatures that are specifically interested in you.
Shouldn't be all.
Yeah, bro, like, I equally revere the god of death. I haven't done anything.
Wait, who was it just you all? Yeah.
Yeah, you
is
guys basically did a adventure down into his realm to basically
Yoink.
retrieve my soul to like revive me. That's what he's referring to. That's how the group as a whole has fucked with the god of death, is that my character was supposed to stay dead and you guys saved me.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I apologized, but I think he's still mad. So
We asked if we were all good, and he said, I'm fine, but he didn't really say it in that tone of voice that made you think. Maybe Forno's a woman.
I like on this
The
table,
reveal
I don't know if this is always, but they literally have a separate category just for 69. Which, you know, I do make my tables that way as well. So I identify
Nice.
with this table.
yes.
This is funny because every other number is a range, and then it's like 69.
69.
I wonder why they did that.
Is it only also a separate creature, or is it just actually like a creature that's beforehand?
Table's probably made by a man.
True. What if it was made by a
fair.
Let's see the creature they decide to put on it.
Something with tentacles.
No, it's like a hot woman devil creature.
Succubus?
Yeah, pretty much.
Definitely made by a man.
Again,
You rolled
sex,
the
it's
hot
still be a
woman creature.
You rolled a 69, so it's a hot demon chick who's gonna dominate you.
Does she actually have
Sex
dominate?
number.
She does not have dominate.
Oh.
Okay. I figured something out that we can do. I figured out a spell that has an effect, which is at least somewhat comparable. Namely the spell Heroic Fortune, which grants a hero point to the target.
Okay.
And hero points can be used to do all bunch of bullshit.
So it's an alternative system.
It's like inspiration mechanic.
Yeah,
kinda.
essential inspiration. So you can be like, IS, reroll, or something like that.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
When you
I was just
sparingly.
thinking that,
sparingly.
you know, that it would be good to maybe have the ability to reroll if I'm having to deal with like concentration checks and stuff.
Yeah, and if I'm looking at crafting magic items, so let's say it is use activated or continuous. Then we have spell level times caster level times 2000 GP. Okay. So I'm just gonna get get the notepad out. All right, so SL times CL times 2,000. Then I would say charges per day. I don't know how many you want, how much you want, right? But let's just say, okay, just one a day, which means divide the cost by 5. And all the other stuff doesn't matter. All the other stuff doesn't matter. So, essentially, this would be a second level spell.
Why not do times 2 if you're doing it as a tattoo?
We're gonna get there, don't worry about it. Then caster level, let's just say 3rd for now, just assuming we don't need it at a higher caster level, or one at a higher caster level or something.
So it's a scale for some fucking reason.
Yes. Which would make this thing cost 2,400 gold, this tattoo.
Okay, I can do that.
However, that's just with a base form of like once a day you can essentially activate the spell, and sometime in the next 3 rounds you can reroll something. Now, oh yeah, and actually the spell has component costs, so that does make it more expensive. Let me check. Blah 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 blah.
It'd be funny if the reason we go hunt the red is because, well, we need funds.
And dragons like to hoard things.
They do. Okay.
Suit chicks, I'm here to raid your home because I need money.
Wondrous items. Okay. But you don't need to provide any material components. That does not make any sense. Wait, where is...
Yeah, it's just under creating rules it says spell material component cost. Add directly into price of item per charge.
Well, but what if it is a charge per day thing?
When it says 4, if an item is continuous on
Determine
limit
cost
not
as
charged.
if it had 100 charges. Okay.
Yeah, if it has some daily limit, determine
limits?
as if it had 50
Okay.
charges.
Okay.
So that price times 50.
Okay. So that's 5,000 gold.
Jose just called us nerds.
Wow.
Damn.
I'll remember that, tell him that.
Okay. Okay. Then. Da-da-da-da. There's that. So yeah, then the thing would cost 7,400 gold, like this.
I can still do that.
Yeah. But yeah, depending on how creative we can get with this. Like for example, saying this is just a spell that provides like a continuous effect, like you just have a hero point every X rounds, X minutes, X hours to use. I don't know. Or if it's just like, yeah, at the beginning of the day you gain, I don't know, a number of hero points and it lasts and it's just something that you can use throughout the day. I have no idea, but that would make it more expensive.
About double the price again.
No, that would about.
What
like
if you make
5x.
continuous when it counts as 100?
Well, yes, I know, but there's a bigger increase than that because of other factors as well.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
If you do more than just one chart a day, yes.
Yeah. So creating the item that I think I would want to negotiate with John here, right?
Mm-hmm.
On what makes sense. But if I, for example, were to create this thing and be like, yes, this tattoo provides 3 hero points every single day that she can just use throughout the day whenever. Doing some math here, and I think an appropriate price would be like 17,000.
Yeah, I think that's a fair price.
If that is okay.
Which one do you have, Jess?
Well, I only have 8,400. So
Sounds like we're going raiding.
Don't worry, there's still stuff in my box of treasures. I'm not, right? I'm broken.
You're
liquid
poor.
Funds. That's what you think.
Well, that's what
I'm
you
poor.
said.
I know what I said. I'm poor in terms of coinage. Alright, so in terms of non-coinage value,
You do also
definitely
have the
enough-
option of talking with your handler and asking funds from the kingdom.
Nah, fuck that. Sounds boring.
I mean, we're basically all kind of like, no, we're not actually going to do the thing we're here
Yeah.
for. So
I'd just like to imagine the man is still just in camp. It's been like months, just like, where are they?
Okay, I can sell or liquidate a bunch of assets that I still have lying around to make up the difference if you want.
okay, I
Okay,
would.
like 9,000
We have
gold.
left over so I can get a potion of fly or two.
How much is a potion of flying?
Not much. Do spell books, bro spells. Blythe. Yeah, per level, and it's minutes per that, so it's 750 gold per potion.
Yeah, can do that.
I would like
I can
to.
get you 2 of those.
That works.
Alright, let me just delete the whole bunch of
And
stuff.
then, because I don't have that. No, I still have my fucking potion of enlarge. Yeah, that works. I don't need another large potion.
Alright, so Jess, you need like 9,000 gold, right, for this?
What
If you
was
have
the
8,000
total?
yourself?
Yeah.
17,000.
Yeah, 9,000.
Okay, then 9,000, so that's 10,500. I can do that. Let me just
Didn't it-
delete the whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, is that with my potions in consideration here?
Yes,
Okay.
that is with your potions included.
I have 500 gold. I can give you.
Okay, thank you. So it's 10,000 gold I need to do. Okay, let me just delete some stuff here. I'll be with you guys in a second. And I'm just assuming like selling at 50% if that's okay.
Jonathan.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, say again. I'm reading something.
I'm just assuming selling at 50%.
Are you like? Do you guys want to do anything special, or yeah, you can just do 50% unless you want to do anything out of the.
I'm
ordinary?
just essentially just making up some funds for that I would still need for doing this tattoo.
Mm-hmm. What exactly are you selling?
A whole bunch of consumables. that I still have
Mm,
that I'm just never gonna use.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. 50%.
And I also have a bunch of magic ink for tattooing still, which I can also use. It's just not money, but it's like
Yeah,
worth money for
okay.
tattooing.
Oh, that's something else. Let me make sure. Hang on. Okay, it's just 25 gold worth of silver dust. That's not bad. I was like, wait, what are the components for consecrate? Because obviously, I need to pick up a few of those.
Stock
But
up on that.
yeah,
I still have 50 gold I can give you for silver dust.
I still have a little bit of gold.
I think
So
there was
I should be
some
okay.
silver dust, if I remember correctly, in that Ghostbuster pack I gave you guys a while ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember putting silver dust in it.
This.
So set the resident price again. it just keeps going. Fuck.
What?
I'm looking at the collector display for Final Fantasy, and it started when it got out. It got it at 3,000. It has now reached 3,400.
Jesus.
Well, that's not real person money, right?
Well, Kronos, so Mike and I guess.
That's like monopoly money.
So, it's also so. They are sold out. Jesus Christ. And even the fucking pre-cons I want are just rising in price. Motherfucker.
John, can I buy a ring of evasion?
If you have the money for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Beats on some fucking dragons. I'm just wondering what you will end up doing to me, John, the more hearts I eat. I'll admit that is like a slight reason why I'm also wanting to keep doing it, just curiosity at this point.
Alright, I have gotten rid of a bunch of shit. And I've made up the 10k. So, Megumi, get tattooed.
Yay!
Painted, you mean?
Yeah. So, what would you like? What do you think this magic tattoo will look like, and where do you want it?
I want it on my shoulder. I know that I feel like it should have like, I don't know, like a 4-leaf clover or something.
Yeah. So, as technically this will go into one slot. So shoulder slot. Yeah.
Okay.
But it just means that there can't be another tattoo in the shoulder slot. That's all it does.
Okay.
The base is note somewhere that you have a tattoo on your shoulders.
Yeah. And it's probably gonna be... I would think what it is like a it is like a bushel of 4-leaf clovers, and there's 3 of them, right? So you can see 3 of them, and as you use your hero points every day, they're gonna like fade out.
Oh, okay. That sounds
And
awesome.
I would say it's just Daily at dawn, the hero points recharge.
Yep.
And you go back up to 3. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That'll be... I just figured something that would kind of help me to, make some of those checks can come in clutch.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, your light bond will not work in here.
Mm-hmm.
Lifelink.
Yeah,
Uh,
because it's a supernatural ability, so you would have to concentrate for every 5 HP. Plus, it might also be risky just to have on in general if you suddenly can't heal yourself. Even though you can disconnect it.
Also, I still haven't decided on the spells, so I kept doing other things. Oh. Anyway. Let's go back to looking at spells. Okay, well, I know what spell I'm picking second level, because that way I can recharge this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are we doing? Level 1? Level 1. Sorry for the crying child.
That's
It happens
okay.
sometimes.
Can't control it.
Yep.
I'm used to listening to John anyways.
hmm.
Yes, puppy.
The fuck?
What?
Hmm.
What does this do again? Hmm.
I like this spell. This spell seems cool.
This spell is amazing.
Give it a lick.
Oh my god.
I don't think I know that one.
You know, I think I know what I'm gonna pick as the last spell. I think that's funny. As the first level spell, I think I'm gonna pick Infernal Healing. Although technically, I guess this would be also affected by this effect, right? Because it still is a healing effect.
Yes.
Well, is it a heal? Yes, Conjuration Healing. Yeah. Can I just pick a funnier one? Maybe.
Oh. That meme. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Yep.
I just forgot that there is give it a lick in it.
Yeah, give it a lick. It tastes just like raisin. This? No. Do I want this? No, that seems kind of weird. The magical ability to donate my armor. Instantly.
That's pretty good.
Are you an armor donor?
I could be. I could be. But, I mean, that's just really funny, right? But or I could just summon a murderous crow. It's just a bird that really wants to claw someone's eyes out.
What about a murder of murderous crows?
Unfortunately, that's not a first level spell. But that would be pretty fun. Oh my god, I could make this staff a photo machine. Instant portrait.
Shiraze really liked the vomit swarm ability.
No, not that. Not that. Don't need that. Okay. I mean, I'm just picking something at this point. Sure. Just picking this.
Alright, what about everyone else? What is everyone else doing? What do you want to do?
I'm a marshal, I can't really do much. I go fight hit things.
Alright, I think I'm done.
Oh, shit.
Spells I picked are Stone Shield, Acid Arrow, and Force Anchor.
Okay.
And since I do use staves as like my since I do use staves as
Wait, I can get cheap viewers on streamaboo.com. Should I go click the link, guys?
oh my
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
god, crazy! That seems so worth.
But
Felix is my IT advisor. Should I click the link?
Of course, every time.
Oh, of course. Take all my data. Take it.
I mean, most cast already done so.
I'm just gonna put those spells and
Oh,
spell-like
okay.
abilities
Yes.
on my character sheet, just because they scale with my shit. Because I am a staff, or I have
A staff magish.
staff magus bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It's cool.
You sucked my staff magus.
I did
Abilities.
choose that staff
Yeah.
a little bit.
What happens if you summon a shark on land?
It flops around and then dies eventually. From
That's the
suffocation.
land shark.
Okay,
Or
if
get
this
some-
says, oh, I can a greater. What would a greater? How do I find this? I want to look at like this, but greater. Oh, here we go. It's kind of cool.
A fucking 12.
Other kinds of. Is there like a void or? Wait, there's a Oh, that's third party. Okay, I was like, what? What is this?
What is
Tumble
this?
spark. What the fuck is a tumble spark? Okay, it's a shitty elemental. There's a Sandman. Phantom Stalker.
Like I said, I'm fucking 12.
Oh, there's
What
it's
did you
third
do?
party.
What did you do? What the fuck, dude? Oh,
Twitter.
fuck are you posting in here?
Freaking
What
love
are
it.
you doing?
What are you doing?
In my Christian Minecraft server?
Literally what I was just typing, Felix.
We share the brain cell.
Can we go kill things?
Yeah,
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
get some party funds, you
Yeah.
know.
murder time.
The dragon?
I,
She said funds.
if y'all really want to go murder a dragon,
Nah. Well, okay, like I said, yes, but it's faulty the motives.
No, I don't want to get Atahia in trouble with her boy toy.
Word. Could summon a giant Andacana. Giant Anaconda.
What do you? Is this like a new
Okay.
spell you're looking at, or what is this?
No, I have a summon monster spell,
Oh.
and I was just like, I wonder if there's things that might be useful for something, and so I was just looking through stuff.
That would be useful if the enemy has buns.
I'm ready whenever.
otherwise you don't want none.
I've just been on Twitter.
Clearly.
So where are we going? What are we doing?
We're doing some murders, okay? How you all feeling about the guerrilla warfare plan?
Probably the best one. I will prefer not to sacrifice my people.
I'm on board, but where are we gonna find gorillas?
Void gorillas. Sure, they have some of those. As a matter of fact, I'm confident. Okay. Okay, you are spell-like. And cast thing adding to the character sheet. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm done. Yeah, I would say step one is I would like to do at least some light scouting around
Mm-hmm.
and see if we can't pick off.
We have
some
to make it
patrols
through this
somewhere.
forest area first before we even
Sure.
get there, right? And like there could be shit in the foresty area.
For sure. But yeah, plan is get towards the void place and check out how the defenses look in person and see if we can't be really annoying.
So the gauge gun, is those like meant to be here?
I was on a different map. Show me again. No, the gates are meant to be. Can you see my ping?
Yes.
It's
Okay,
meant-
so
it's
this
meant
is
to be
what
here.
we are. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so we can get the. I think it's about like 2 days and a half. Ish.
So
Well,
everyone's ready to
I think
trek
so.
down there.
Yeah, I think we're at least heading through, gonna like try to make our way to the fortress to at least do our own recon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is about like halfway, so why don't we take a quick 5-minute break while I get some maps ready and also use the washroom, get a drink. So I'll be right back.
I'm gonna make some food then.
Okay.
BRB.